My name is Bridget Kincari. I'm the CEO of the library, and just really thrilled to be here after months and months and months of planning and dreaming since I got here 2 years ago. This is our newest treasure in the library system, HPL Albany. This is where teens can hang out, mess around, and geek out. This significant resource was made possible through a very generous donation of the Mandel family, and we thank them so much for their support. And I think what makes this special too is celebrating it this year is we are celebrating 125 years of providing free library services to the community of Hartford. 125 years. That's a huge accomplishment for an organization. And we look forward to continuing to invest in our community for the next 125 years, to making sure that our next generation, the people that really benefit from this service, our kids, our youth, they're inspired to learn, to develop, to explore, and to pursue things that excite them, and to keep learning through their whole lives, and to have a place like this to come to every day to do that is incredibly special. So this is really an investment, not just a marking of our anniversary, but an investment in the future. I'm so proud of what we're able to do together with all of our community partners that have made this possible, our generous funders, and of course our incredible staff that is here. I want to recognize Elizabeth Lane, who's here. She is our branch manager. And the entire Albany team, and their wave everybody, Louis and Sam and Anna, and Master's probably around somewhere. I also want to introduce Trisha George, who is, she's right behind. Oh, there she is. She's looking nice. She is our Director of Teen Services, and she brought U-Media to the Central Library, the downtown library, a number of years ago, and has really been a driving force in this. So I want to thank both of them. And before I turn it over to the mayor and our guests to say a few words, I also want to thank as I mentioned, our community partners, but I want to thank the press for being here today to help us promote this, because what's going to make this successful is making sure that everybody in the community, our families, our students, know that it's here and come here and use it and engage. And it's more than just a space, it's a dynamic learning environment where we have young people, peer mentors, working with them to inspire them and to help them learn and to learn from them. What we turn around is the kids that come here, they are wonderful, creative kids, and they help us learn. So it all gets turned back around into the community. So with that, I now want to introduce Mayor Bronin to say a few words about the library.
Thank you, Bridget. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
First of all, I want to acknowledge State Senator Doug McCrory and State Representative Joshua Hall, who I know are going to say a few words in a minute. Senator McCrory and Representative Hall have both been tremendous champions, not just for the city of Hartford as a whole, but for the library. And this is the neighborhood they represent. And so we're so fortunate to have their advocacy and their leadership up at the state capitol every day. Let's have a round of applause for Bridget and for the entire team. We could not have a better team at our library. And this really is a place like no other. Not just the downtown branch, but every one of our libraries. They are oases in our neighborhoods where kids, where families can come, can not just have access to books, but have access to technology and to mentorship and to teaching, and such an important thing. And so, Elizabeth, to you and your team here at this branch, thank you for what you do. To the board members, Greg, you and all the members of the board, thank you for your leadership. And to everybody here, there's so many folks from the community who are so invested and committed to this library. Thank you for everything that you've given to this library and to the neighborhood. I hope that everybody who's here has had a chance at some point to go down and see the U-Media lab at the downtown branch. It's an incredible thing. Not the technology, but just the whole experience and atmosphere. The freedom that our young people clearly feel when they're in there, the creativity, the incredible talent that just gets released in that environment is extraordinary. And so I'm so excited that Trisha and her team are bringing that same thing here to the Albany branch. The technology obviously is already here, but what's so powerful is the talent and the teachers and the mentors that are going to be here working with our teens in this branch as they learn how to use that technology to make their ideas come alive. That's the real power of U-Media, and to do it in a way where the teens themselves, our young people, young men and women, feel completely free to explore and to learn and to express themselves through that technology. So I just think this is such an exciting thing. And so lastly, I want to just say a deep and heartfelt thank you to Joyce Mandel, to the entire Mandel family. You may not know it because so much of what they do quietly, but the Mandel family is incredibly generous to the city of Hartford in so many ways. And we are so lucky to have them and so lucky to have you making this possible. So Joyce, to you and to Andy and to the entire family, thank you for everything. And with that, I think I'll kick it back to you, Bridget. But it's great to be here, and congratulations and thank you to everyone who made this happen.
Thank you, Mayor Broner. You know so much about this service. You don't even need to talk on this. It's pretty impressive. So now I want to thank. We have two very special guests, additional special guests that are here today to celebrate with us, because this is a big deal and it's such a wonderful new resource for our community. So please help me welcome Senator McCrory and Representative Hall. Say a few words.
Well, again, as was mentioned earlier, we're really excited, Bridget, to having us here, the Mandel family, for providing this opportunity for the young people who live in our community. I myself is an educator, 26 years in the educational system. Josh also is an educator. So for us, it's something, it's second nature. Actually, I see one of my former students over here. We're interrupting his friends, right, while they're on their using technology, but they had an opportunity to bring this program to Albany was great. In Hartford, we're pretty a segregated city, and many times the kids from this neighborhood or kids from the far other person, they won't go down to the main library downtown, but they will definitely come to the library in their own neighborhood. So to have this service right in their own backyard is tremendous for them. So I'm very excited to be here. I want to thank another person from the library, Michelle, for making sure I was here. If it wasn't for her, I don't know. But again, this is a great opportunity for the young people in our community. They're already on social media, but this will take it a little further. They have mentors, they have people to teach them more to get off of social media, but get on another media outlet that they can utilize to improve the quality of life in that community. And also another thing that's striking to me, that especially in this neighborhood, the opportunity to be on social media is not present a lot. We don't have what we really need in our city. We need fast, free Wi-Fi services to all the kids in our city. We're not there yet, but I am working with Comcast, and we're going to be coming up with something that make it affordable so they can have that services in their home. So this is a great start. They'll learn here. They'll go home and tell their parents, hey, this is what we can do when we get that internet, and hopefully they can nudge their parents forward so they can get that service in their house at a quality cost. So that's why all I have to say. Josh, I want to finish it off.
I'll just echo the sentiments of Senator McCrory and the mayor. It's wonderful to be here in the library. It's just a few blocks from my house. Actually, my mother, who picks up my son and my nieces every day from school, actually come here every week to the library, and they enjoy the time being here. We often talk about achievement gaps, but we rarely talk about opportunity gaps. But more importantly, the digital divide that exists between, of course, our students and other students. And we know that during these challenging fiscal times, it's a credit to both the library system, led by Bridget and Greg, and the mayor and us at the state legislature, making sure that we invest in our future. And it's wonderful to see these young people during spring break here. And I know this is a great opportunity. So congratulations. A wonderful thank you to the Mandel family. Without this, it's not possible. So thank you for your generosity and your philanthropy. And so thank you, and have a wonderful evening.
Thank you both for being here with us. And now it is my great pleasure to introduce Joyce Mandel.
Well, thank you all, and thank you for all the kind words. And trust me, it's way better to give. Really way better. I feel very, very much appreciated by the community. I just wanted to say that out loud because everybody's been so kind and so nice. I want to add Bronstein family, because we're now the Mandel-Bronstein families, and I'm really proud of that. You know, in our family, we have books, and, you know, we go to theater and music, and have that all is part of our lives. And we recognize that that just isn't true for everyone, and we think it really should be. So to the extent that we can step in and, you know, be proud of the work that we do, and proud of the work that you do, and really proud of the library system. And I'm just going to say for one moment, I do have prepared remarks, but like my president, I'm going to just throw it away. I'm like my president, I'm going to throw it away, something like that. Just to say that, you know, I've been out of the library world. You know, I'm in a different world. And Beth Papermaster and Greg Davis have been great mentors to me, because I resisted for a long time going down and seeing a library. Okay, well, maybe next month, next year, another year. And it just kind of went by. And every time I went by the Hartford Public Library, I thought, wow, that is just an amazing place. But I never thought to ever go in. And I go up and down Albany Avenue all the time. And I come by here all the time. And I see this activity here, but I never think to stop in. So I'm really pleased that you invited me. I'm excited about all the positivity. I think we live with a lot of negativity, and it's so great to see the positive vibes here. Happy to see the kids here. They don't have to be here, but they are. Some are reading, some are playing chess. It's all good. So I think that, thank you for inviting me to speak, and I wish everybody good luck. I'm really proud to be part of Hartford.
Sounds good.
Thank you, Joy. And I want to acknowledge we've got some of our board members here. I see David Barrett's here, and Steve Harris tried to sneak in, but spotted in, and Greg Davis is here. Without an amazing board of dedicated volunteers, this would not be the organization that it is. So I just want to give a shout out to our board and our volunteers who serve on committees and really help this organization thrive. It does. It takes an entire city of caring, dedicated people, which you all are, and so many people are, to make sure that this is a thriving library system. And it truly is one of the best in the country, and I'm just so proud to be here with you today. So with that, now it's the fun part. Let's cut the ribbon.
So everybody go have fun.
Wow. That's special.
I know, impressive.
There you go. Thank you. You've heard, I want to thank everyone for coming out. And I just want to take a moment again to thank the Mandel-Bronstein family for all that they do, particularly what they've done with this branch. It means a lot. And I don't want to take it lightly how important this new media is for Albany. We have it downtown, but this is the first branch to get it. And this is tremendous, not only for the neighborhood, but for the entire city. So we're very excited about that. And I also want to echo the thanks to our library staff and team. They do a tremendous job. And our state representative and senator, and all that they do, our board members, and more importantly, the folks that use this library. That's what matters the most. And we're so excited, and we hope that we'll be bringing new media to other locations in the city. But I wanted to thank you all for coming out, and to also say that we have a photographer, Andy Hart, back there, who grew up in this branch too. And he grew up down the street, and I use this branch as a young person, and it's just so exciting to be here and to see what we're doing and providing opportunities for these young people. And if the adults have an opportunity to ever come in, you can't use it because it's for teens, but if you see some of the creative work that our young people are doing, you'll be amazed. From the videos to the movies, it's just incredible. And we've got this incredible digital printer, 3D printer, And I don't want to take any more of your time, but I just want to thank everyone for coming out. And this really touches my heart to see what we're doing here at the Albany branch. And I really think that the community is so appreciative of what we're doing. And as Joy said, there's a lot of negativity, but there's so many positive things taking place. And this is a wonderful place, and we are working hard to make sure that all the residents of the city get the benefit of a great librarian. So thank you for all that you do, and thank you for coming out.